They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, McFarland able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
25, Melvin.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw it is Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Denver.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Gordon on the carry.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. They tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They begin the drive with McFarland. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 39, Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Terrell Edmonds. Locke's pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
45 to Mike, 45. 36, 36.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. KJ Hamler returning it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, Gordon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. It's a loss of 2.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Ebron with it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. McFarland and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
First down. It's Gordon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From midfield, here's Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. 20! And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Switzer on the return. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 27, Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Jackson.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
taken down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Jackson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And some space here. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. 3rd down here. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, 42 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
For the point after.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the